Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Malibu Times Ask an Editor. I'm Melissa Caskey, the web editor.
And I'm Knowles Adkisson, the associate editor. And this is Rocky.
Rocky is, he's actually honorary staff at the Malibu Times, but he's also entered our pet contest, and he thinks he's the best dog in Malibu. But if you think you have an awesomer pet who maybe doesn't snort all the time, feel free to post a picture on our Facebook page or Instagram something, hashtag MTBestInShow. And our Instagram page is just at Malibu Times. So we'll collect entries from there and from Facebook, and we'll compile them in an album, and we'll have viewers like you vote on them via likes and shares on Facebook.
So go ahead and check it out. All right, Rocky? Okay, we'll see you a little bit later.
He's so happy.
Okay.
Oh, that was painful for him.
All right, moving on. This week in Malibu, we had, actually yesterday, we had a pretty big settlement. Southern California Edison and NextG Networks, which is a cell phone provider, settled with the California Public Utilities Commission for $51.5 million in damages for their role in the 2007 Malibu Canyon wildfire. There was Edison and NextG admitted that a power pole owned by Edison that fell over and sparked the fire was overloaded with telecommunications equipment, and that had been the source of a lot of back and forth and between the state and and Edison and the cell phone companies. So pretty big news for Malibu. About $23 million of that $51.5 million is going to go to an inspection program to inspect all the poles here in Malibu to make sure that they are upright and meet codes, and the ones that don't meet the code are supposed to be replaced. It's not determined if that's going to be enough money, but we'll be checking on that to see. And so it's pretty big news.
Big news, yeah. We had a question submitted by a reader actually 2 weeks ago, and I've been working on getting an answer, and I finally got it. Someone had asked if the Sheriff's Department had ever considered holding a DUI checkpoint in the Paradise Cove area, which is a good question because they do get a ton of weekend traffic, and during the summer I know it's crazy down there. And I emailed Sergeant Philip Brooks, who runs all the DUI checkpoints, and he's the main traffic sergeant at the Malibu Lost Hills station. And he said that they've never considered having a checkpoint at Paradise Cove for a few reasons. Logistically, it doesn't allow for a suitable detour. Those are his words. The Sheriff's Department is required legally to provide a detour for drivers who don't want to enter a DUI checkpoint. And usually they look at areas where they'll have sufficient space to do secondary inspections, and also they need to have those tow trucks on hand in case they end up impounding vehicles, stuff like that. So major cross streets such as Malibu Canyon play a factor, as many of our readers comment on the number of checkpoints near John Tyler. This location provides access from Malibu Canyon and northbound PCH traffic, which has a higher volume than southbound areas. So they look at places like Malibu Canyon Road, John Tyler Drive. They also have them at Carbon Canyon Road because there are wider lanes there, and there's full shoulders there. And when I've passed through, they have, the big trucks set up where I don't know what they do in that truck, but it's that new expensive vehicle they've used for DUI checkpoints. And I see usually 3 or 4 tow trucks are lined up over by the Carbon Canyon station when they have that there. So hopefully that provides a little more information on why they don't have DUI checkpoints at Paradise Cove.
Great. And last little bit, everybody be sure to go and check out the Andy Warhol exhibit in the Malibu Lumberyard Shopping Center. It's in the Malibu Lumberyard Art Gallery, which is in the on the first floor in the corner. If you know where Cafe Habana is, if you are coming from Cross Creek Road and you kind of go in, it's in the corner area there. And they've got about 30 Andy Warhol pieces. It's a traveling art gallery from a Beverly Hills dealer who owns, I think he has the third largest private collection of Andy Warhol pieces in the world, so be sure to go check it out. And it's going to be open until October 13th, so about 2 more weeks, 2 weeks and 2 days.
Cool.
Closes next on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. Well, signing off.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in.